All right, guys, it's Monday night. I'm so excited for our team Zoom tonight. You are in for like a super treat. I've been wanting Courtney back on for a while. And you guys, she is just showing up. She found her rhythm on how she can enroll. And I don't want to scare you guys either, mass distributors. So let me say, if you're brand new, welcome. I am Stephanie. This is Joel Dunn.
We're about to blow your minds.
We have been with the company for 13 years. And, we didn't get started like right off the gate enrolling a bunch of mass people, So I want to kind of preface this that we just got in to we were just barely getting by, you guys. We're going through bankruptcy. Life was hard. We just wanted a couple extra $100, maybe $1,000. And little did we know we'd be here 13 years later, still learning and growing and sharing the things that are working. And we want you guys to have these mass successes. Now, there's a few things like when we bring Courtney on, she found what works for her. So as you're listening to this, some of you are going to be like gung-ho and ready to go for it. And a lot of it is our mindset. And we talked a lot about that last week. So if you didn't watch that, go watch the replay from that last week. But if you're ready to start signing distributors and be consistent with signing distributors, you better drop a one, because this is what I am super excited for. Is there is no limit on how many people you enroll. We talk about 4-in-1 and the beautiful thing about being just simplified with a simple system. But when you get your first customer, your first distributor, you can enroll as many as you want on your time frame. So if you want to go fast, go fast. Like, we're not holding you back. Like, that's the one thing I think with 4-in-1 that I was excited about, keeping it simple, but I also don't want to put a cap on anybody. Mm-hmm. So Courtney broke through this. Like, she was like, oh no, I'm going to be a mass recruiter like every single month. So when I asked her last week, I was like, what are you at? Like, she'll share that, but I want her to come in. I've got some questions for her. So we're ready to bring Courtney on and just get down to business. So Courtney, can you unmute yourself?
Yeah. Hi.
You guys, she is just amazing. Her and her husband do this together. I love that she's probably in the RV. I'm guessing.
Yeah. And he's over here too, like chiming in, like, Ricky Bobby, go fast.
Yeah. No, he's like Joel. They're very similar. Like, they have a lot to do with the business too. So if you have a spouse or a boyfriend that is supportive and wants to do the business, bring them along and have them help you do some of the things. So he can always jump on and share too, kind of how you guys tag team a little bit. But I also want people to know, if you don't have someone, you can still do this yourself. You're going to find the time and what works for you. So Courtney, just give us a quick, like 30-second story, because we just want to get down to business. We're halfway through the month and we can earn a success bonus or multiple ones, but we want to hear how you're, consistently recruiting people. So give us a little breakdown.
Yeah. So if my internet goes shaky at any time, just let me know so I can like find a better spot, because I'm in an RV. But 30-second story is, I started this business 5.5 years ago, and I started as someone who was just looking.
Just at the beginning. Move to the left. Absolutely, Rachel. It was that amazing. She broke her internet.
I texted her. So let's see if she even gets it. Oh, that's right. I'm texting you, Rach.
We won a high-class operation here.
Okay. So some of the things that I will share as we wait for her to find her internet connection is, I actually shared this with Rachel, is, there's so many different ways. I know some of the things that Courtney is doing. A lot of it, she found her rhythm with TikTok. Oh, is she back?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Okay. Yeah. I was going to share some of the things that I shared. I'll share them later, but because I know your story a little bit, I was just going to share. So, okay, go ahead and finish.
I'm so sorry. Yeah. This is real life. Yep. This should be good, right?
We lost you. The devil just likes to try to cut things off because it's going to be that good. All right. Let's see.
I'm so sorry.
Background number 3.
I'm like turning red. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah. Okay, let's try this one more time.
I'm in my mom's house, so this should be okay.
Okay.
Okay. So really quick now, like 10-second story is that I started this as someone working 60 hours a week, getting my master's degree on the side, super busy, looking for that side gig that I could be able to bring in the income without leaving my house. Cause I was waitressing on the weekends. Brett was bartending on the weekends. Like we never had time together. So it was kind of finding that way that I can make money from my phone to be able to give me that extra income. Little did I know it would turn into something that gave me that extra income that led to learning that I could actually have freedom with it. And I didn't even know what freedom was back then. It was kind of like, I thought I had to go to school, get a high paying job, keep going to school and keep moving up the corporate ladder until I realized this income that I was making from my phone could give me that ability to just be able to take this business full time. So a couple of years into my business, I actually, unfortunately got laid off from my full-time job, but that just goes to show that that full-time job that I was working so hard for my entire college career wasn't secure. The only thing that's going to be secure is working for my own dreams, working for my own goals when I know that I'm in control of my destiny. So with this business, I had that. And I decided at that moment just to take this business full time. And since then it was 2019. It's been 3 years that we've taken the business full time. Brett stopped working his job. We became a full-time family, traveling the country in a motorhome because we said, hey, if we have the freedom to live how we want to travel and we want to see the world.
And I freaking love it. Now, you guys, they are very disciplined in working when I say that. So, she just didn't magically, we're talking about recruiting. So I want you guys to think it's not one day on and 3 months off. She's found her discipline, her, what she wants, how many distributors. She's really focused on this, getting your mindset right on knowing what you do. And the more that you do what she does, the more it gets easier. I think you find what works for you and you find that rhythm and it doesn't feel like work anymore. So I'm excited about that because I don't feel like I really even work because it's just second nature. It's like brushing my teeth. It's just part of my life now. So I know that that's how you guys are and you've incorporated it and you still take time off, all those things. But this is for people that are serious tonight. I want you to be all in. You can't just tiptoe and decide, I'm just going to maybe try it a little bit, because if you want to do a mass recruiting, this is when you decide, okay, I'm going to do it. So tell us a little bit. I know that you've had success with TikTok, when videos came out and growing your network. So let's walk through a brand new distributor to anybody that's been in for a while, maybe an ambassador that's you know what, I want to be a mass recruiter again. What would you share?
Or the Black Diamonds that want to be mass recruiters.
Yeah.
This guy right here.
Yeah. So it's all about consistency. And for me, guys, when I first started this business, it wasn't like I came in saying, I'm going to go live all the time and I'm going to make videos and be on Zooms. I wouldn't even go, my first Zoom with Jade in my first year of my business, I was shaking, sweating, about to throw up on the screen. And I didn't go live for 6 months into my business. So if you're brand new right now and you're I'm nervous to do what she's going to share about doing on TikTok, I promise you, once you start becoming more passionate and confident with the products that you're using and the business opportunity that you have, that's where that confidence will grow. So lean into that. Use your products every day. You have stuff in your kit coming, right? Are you talking about it on your stories? That's where you can start. Start on your stories on Instagram, on Facebook, showing your face, doing a little bit of talking. You can do a pre-recorded video. Then you can start getting yourself into TikTok. And TikTok's so simple. You can point. You can literally you don't have to talk. You could just sit there and point to words and then fill the words in after. I like to make a lot of videos in advance. I literally, if I go into my phone right now, which I left in the RV, but if I go into my phone right now, I can have a whole draft folder of just blank videos that I will screen record before I post them. So they're blank. And then I'll repurpose that video with different words. So I could literally make 10 videos right now and make them videos for the next month and a half, because it's just blank templates and I'm going to use to repurpose. So when I said I'm going to be consistent on TikTok, that meant doing it every day, right? Number one, my first TikTok account in October 2020, when we sold our house and started traveling, I started doing at least 6 videos a day. And I did that for 6 weeks. And then that's when one exploded and I signed 60 distributors from that one video. I had that TikTok account. I still have that TikTok account for a year, almost 2 years now almost. And I decided 2 months ago, a lot of new distributors were coming in saying, oh, that's cool, but you have 240,000 followers. That's why you're successful. And I said, no, I'm successful because I'm consistent. That's literally the only way I'm successful. I don't make great videos. I literally point, I was just saying, I literally have no makeup on half the time. My hair is up. I'm just myself and I wake up and I do it. That's something I want to do no matter what, every single day. So I made a second account just to show them you could do it. And with just doing a product video, a business video, and a giveaway video every single day on that account for the last 2 months, my account's almost at 15,000 followers. And I've signed 20 distributors this month so far and 26 distributors last month.
You guys, did you hear that? I think write those 3 tips down. She does a product video, an opportunity video, and a giveaway video every day on. That's what grew her, I'm guessing Instagram or TikTok. Your TikTok?
Yeah.
And, you know, guys, you can still do that even on Instagram, like repurpose those onto Instagram or Facebook or wherever you want to do it. I think, you know, hearing some of these things with TikTok and Reels, I'm not going to lie, you guys, like that was just not my strength. But I told July, I don't know how I had for me, like a reel go viral. And I was so excited that people were messaging me from that. And I was just like, okay, it just shows you just have to do something. And it doesn't matter what, if you're like, I'm not really familiar with the product yet, just start doing videos to grow that account.
And the funny thing is it's never going to be the video you expect, because Steph's like, oh, this video is going to be awesome. And it's like crickets, 7 views. And then the most random thing that makes 0 sense, she had 280,000 views. Like it made no sense why that one got views.
I mean, I'd like 1 million, but
I'm
whatever,
going to
I'll
go
take it.
repost it and see if that happens for me.
Yeah. So that was a key thing. I just wanted to make sure you guys did that. So you're growing it there. That's really what you're doing. So share the next step.
Yeah. So hold on a second. Sorry, they're turning down their TV volume. Okay, so this is my real life. See, and I still make TikToks every day, and I still am consistent, and I still enroll like a lot of people with this crazy life that I have, and I still don't have Wi-Fi all the time, and I still make it work. So you guys can make it work, okay? No excuses. So what I do is I make those videos every single day. I would love to get consistent with Instagram. So now that you just said that, I should probably start working on my Instagram reels. But doing my TikToks every single day, it doesn't even matter. I saw someone in the chat saying they had 10,000 followers. Honestly, if you get started with like 60, I had a new girl, she's on here right now. I saw her name. She got started the other day and she's already made her first couple opportunity TikToks and she just got her first application. So she's sending them to her Instagram to fill out the application in her bio. So that's what I do too. I send people over to my Instagram so I can create that connection there and they can start seeing my stories. And then they go to the link in my bio to fill out an application about the business opportunity, which you guys all have an application. If you go into your eSuite and you click settings at the top and website on the left-hand side, you're going to scroll down and you'll see your influencer application website that is ready to go. You literally don't have to do anything. You can put a little about me if you want, but if not, that's good to go. So that should be in your milkshake link, or if you have a link in your bio, and put that over on your Instagram and start sending people on TikTok to Instagram. I never message through TikTok DMs because there's so many scammers on TikTok. So I don't want to, I tell everyone in all my videos, I don't message you on here. I don't message you on here. I won't message you on here. So they don't fall for the other, hopefully other scammers on TikTok. But I get them to my Instagram so they get to see me more. And then I start having that personal conversation with them.
So one of the things I know newbies are going to ask is, how do you get them to Instagram? Is it you have that in your bio on your TikTok? How do you convert them over?
Yep. So a couple places. Yeah, I put it in my link at the top on my TikTok account. So I'm sending them to my Instagram there. And then actually when they fill out my application, so as soon as you have 1,000 or more followers on TikTok, you can have a link in your bio. So as soon as you have over 1,000, make sure you do put a link there. In my application, I actually tell them to message me on Instagram or text me so I can get that relationship going there and not just like have to rely on them filling it out and then I never hear from them again. Hopefully they're going to go talk to me on Instagram after. I do put in a lot of my videos, if you go through some of my TikToks, to do this, like, oh, go message me this word on Instagram after, or I'll put it in the caption of my video, just because of me doing this every single day for a long time now, like 2 months now. A lot of my comments won't even populate or show up anymore, I guess, because they think I'm like, you know, right. And there's so many comments. So I'm like trying to write back to people that kind of blocked me from commenting. So I have been combining that into my caption and on my video so they can take action after they watch that video.
So you guys got that. I see there's somebody like, what if they don't have Instagram? She just said, or they text her. So those are the 2 options. So you really want to make sure, you know, they have those. I think getting them to another platform where they can actually see your life, you guys, they want to see what are you all about. And again, it's sometimes it might be they instantly message, but it might take 7 to 10 times before somebody actually wants to do something, or you're following up with the person. So remember, you want to be constantly in their face. Okay. So you got them there. Then what?
Then I have that conversation with them. And honestly, my conversation, I need to get my phone. So if Brett, if you're on here, bring me my phone in here. But I'll send you guys the scripts, or I'll send it to Steph after and you guys can have it. But basically it's just a normal conversation. I actually might have sent it to you the other day. But it's a normal flow, and it goes over, hey, this is what I do. I'm an online influencer. And then I ask them what income would be life-changing for them. And then at that part, when they tell me what would help them each month, is how I can relate to them. If they're like, oh my gosh, $500 would help me with gas money right now, that's when I say, oh my, yes, that's why I started this. Like, I wanted money for date nights and dog food. And like, I'll send a quick voice clip or some way to connect to them in that piece, so they know I'm not a robot and they know I'm not just spamming them with messages. I'm literally there talking to them. And then right after that, I did an opportunity video. And what I did was I just send them my video and I say, hey, watch this. I'm looking for someone who's super serious and making an extra income this month. And he's bringing my phone in. And then because he's on. And then I'm looking for someone to make super serious and making an extra income this month. And I send them the video. And then I say, I said, you have time to watch this today, because you have to make sure you're asking them to get something done right away. You want the conversation always going. You don't want to just leave it open-ended. So, hey, do you have time to watch this today? Yes. Awesome. Their name goes in my notebook or in my planner. And then I follow up with them within 24 hours, just saying, hey, did you have time to watch that video? I'm actually looking for only one more person, to cause that sense of urgency.
I love that, you guys, that sense of urgency. People do respond to that, especially if they're serious. And this is what I'm guessing. If they are not available to watch the video, she's probably not sending it.
Yeah, no, I'm asking them when they would be, and then I'll send it. Yep.
So make sure you guys do have a notebook. You've got to be ready, because you've got to have a system in place that is going to work for you to be like, okay, I sent it on this date, then I follow up. So she's got her system. You know, when you're doing these videos, Courtney, are you doing trending sounds? Like, what are you doing, or what are you having newbies do to kind of get their videos popping and people seeing stuff?
Yeah. So all trending stuff for a brand new account is going to definitely take you off. So for me, for both TikTok platforms that I've grown, it was doing trending sounds and doing trending, like pointing, dancing or whatever, just to add my own unique flair to it with words. And then after a while, when people start following you, then you can start adding in your own things. But when you go on to TikTok, if you go to like hashtag something in your caption, usually a popular one will pop up with like a thumbs up, and you can use one of those. Also, there's like a discover page on TikTok, where if you go to the bottom of your discover page, it should tell you, there's like a little marquee that scrolls by. It should tell you what's trending right now, like what hashtag's trending right now. So you can make sure you go check that first before you get your videos up for the day, so you can add those hashtags into your captions. Also, come look at my page. Come look at other people who literally post on TikTok every single day and just write their caption. If they have a video that has like 20,000 views, just copy the same exact caption and hashtags and reuse that. Copy the same exact wording and reuse it. You don't have to think totally outside the box, especially when you're just getting started. The point here is to just stay consistent with it. There's a website called Talkboard, tokboard.com, and then it will give you all the trending sounds that are happening right now. So you can go on that website, do like the first 6, see those sounds, and I think it actually will like take you over to TikTok to the sound to save. Oh, thank you. And then you can make videos based on those sounds and just see how other people are like moving around on their screen. Maybe they're doing some fun arm thing. Just do that, and then just put your own video words on it, like about the business, about the products, about the opportunity, and that will draw people in as well.
Do you follow up with anybody? Like, are you just waiting? I guess this is kind of a question, you know, maybe you've got a lot of people to follow up with, or people that have messaged. So,
Yeah.
you know, maybe it's for a new one. Maybe they've got 10 people, you know. For me, I would be reaching out if it was only 10 people. If I had 1,500 applications, it's a different story. I can't necessarily get to all of those. And that's kind of the goal. We want you guys to have that, where you're like, oh my gosh, there's so many. But it's kind of tricky too, when you have 1,500 and you can't get back to them. Are they going to take you serious then, you know, 3 months down the road, if you got to however long it takes? So, you know, there's good in all the things in the perspective that you have. So, you know what? If you're getting started and you got 10 applications, you do not wait. You go and you message, and can I send you a video? What can you do to get into their faces? Because I'm not going to wait for somebody to get a hold of me, waiting for a TikTok or a reel to blow up. So I have all of these people messaging me. You also have the control to make it happen. So that kind of goes both ways. So you got to start doing the things to get in front of the people. And, again, for me, I'm excited about some of my reels taking off and my network growing. This is awesome because you guys, my original Instagram got shut down and I had to start over. And I'm just like, I'm frozen, right? And so it's never too late to start, and you just have to just do this. So I guess, when you're messaging, is it strictly social media once you're how are you going back and forth?
Yeah. So I am all over. So don't take advice from me on that. Just kidding. But no, I'm all over. So honestly, I will do whatever it takes in order to have those conversations, in order to have those follow-ups, in order to have those enrollments. So I'm not just waiting, like Seth just said, on the one video to go viral. If I had 10 applications right now, I would make sure that they're in my list for following up. Did they watch the video? Awesome. Have they gotten back to me? Maybe after a couple of days of watching the video, they still haven't responded to me. I reach out something about an objection that they probably are thinking oh my gosh, I totally didn't have time when I started this. Is this something that you're feeling right now? Or do you feel scared? Are you anxious to get started with this because you're not sure, you've never done something like this before? I'll say something like that to just let them know I'm human too. And I started in the same spot that they've started, so that I try to overcome objections. In my video, I try to hit on a lot of those objections already, but I do my follow-ups based on objections as well. And I will make sure, on Facebook, I'll go search through messages to see, I'll type the word video, since now that's my flow, and I'll go see if I sent anyone things there. And I do my follow-ups definitely on Thursdays and Fridays. I try to do it every single day though. Right now, my system would be, if I'm talking to you right now for the first time, for the next 5 days, I'm going to talk to you and follow up with you every day in some shape or form. So I can try to just see where you're at, and then put you after that on a weekly follow-up list. So if you're new, I would definitely put those names down in a notebook. That was always my biggest tip, is to get a notebook out and just have it for your potential distributors, and then have one for your potential customers, and write their names down. I probably said this last time, but I truly believe it. Every time I fill an entire page of 30 or so names, I will sign one of them. That's how I base off my conversations. I always say, if I talk to 30 to 40 people today, I'll sign at least one distributor. I know that because I can just look at a numbers game now of doing this for 5.5 years. That's my number. My number is between 30 and 40. I sign one. So find yours. What is your number, right? How many conversations does it take to get to that? A lot of times, this morning I did a power hour with my team, and a lot of times I was saying you might feel like you're talking to a lot of people and sending a lot of messages, but when you go back and count, it's 20. And you're like, oh shoot, I didn't really have as many conversations as I thought I was having. And then you can go take more action. I won't just wait for my TikToks to blow up. I'll go send distributor messages, or I'll go send customer messages, or I'll go get my life posts up, or get my live videos up. I'll just get things done all over the place, all over all 3 social media channels that I have. So people see me everywhere. And then people with my applications that I'm getting from TikTok see my stories, see my life posts, get to I'm literally in their face every day, because I enrolled with someone who was posting every day about their life, and that inspired me to join. So I want to be that same example for someone else to join me.
You guys, she does all of the things. And I've had this conversation with Courtney, because it's you're so lucky. She works, guys. I'm just going to tell you that she is head down. She knows what she wants. She has big goals. It's not just, okay, this is what I want. She is stretching herself right now. And so even having her on, I want you guys to know I'm stretching you. So I want to bring people on that you see and hear from, that are going to stretch you, because like she said, this is so key. You feel like you've messaged a lot. And if you're new and you've messaged 5 people, in your mind, you think that's a lot because you've never done that before. And so we want to stretch you and go, no, there's been times where me and Joel have reached out to 200 people in a day, So to me but is it worth it? Am I so lucky? Would you trade my paycheck for that? Yeah, well, my work ethic has continued to grow that. So, when you're listening to Courtney, the same thing, she's doing the work, doing the things, and making it happen, regardless of if she's okay, I got these videos, they're not really taking off, but she's going to reach out and message people, see the people that are watching her stories, going to follow up. Maybe she has a name in her head that she's like, man, I really think this person, I know I talked to her, it's been a few months, because she's got it in a notebook and she's made those conversations. She's going to look at that name and go, I'm going to reach out because I believe she should do it. And so those are the things, kind of the behind the scenes sometimes, that you guys aren't seeing or hearing. And I think it's always funny. I think people think it's something magical. Like, you made the decision that this was what you were going to do. And I'm hoping that one or all decide, okay, this is what I'm going to do. And maybe your consistency isn't, 3 a day. Maybe it's 3 or 1 every day, or 5 days a week, or 3 days a week. But, you've got to start somewhere to kind of help that grow. Let me ask this. I've got these questions. Are you doing anything other than reels? This is kind of the same question. Into conversation with potentials, host to post or messaging?
Yep, everything. So getting my 5 host to post up a day. And then after, I do cleanse host to post. That's like all I'm working on right now is my cleanse host to post. And then after they post for me, that's when I say in my message, got you entered. And would you be interested in information on these products or the business opportunity, which I can send. And I send another message out on Instagram. Every morning, I'm sending at least 30 of this one message out on Instagram. I'll send it to you guys in the chat right now. And I'm getting distributors. I actually signed 2 distributors in the last week from this message. Oh, someone has a private chat with me. There we go. This message, but it's a PLC message. And you'd be like, wait, how does that combine back into a distributor message? But I got this from a friend and I tweaked it a little bit. You guys can tweak it based on what products you talk about. Honestly, like, what do you talk about in your stories? I would tweak it based on the products that you love and you're passionate about. And I say that, and so many people come back saying, work from home position. And then I go right into my distributor conversation. So that's the message for that. And I do my host to post on Facebook. So Facebook is my host to post. Instagram is where I send messages, and TikTok is where I'm really consistent with my video content.
You guys, so that I love that, because the idea is getting new people, new eyes on your social media. And TikTok is kind of a wide open thing, right now, still, that you can funnel that to Instagram. And then from there, if they're seeing giveaways on that as well, they can do the giveaway on both Instagram and Facebook. I kind of know the drill from everybody. The ones that are having success are doing these types of things, because Facebook is so easy to get these hosts to post up for customers. But the trick, you guys, is if you're confident in those customers, you can roll those into distributors. The more that you do, the more consistent you are getting those posts up. Again, you just don't know what post is going to blow up for you. And so you want to do both of the, well, all of the things, but both customers and distributors, because that's how we get paid. I saw this question and it's like, how can you just make money on just getting distributors? Well, the idea is to enroll distributors to teach them how to grow their network, how to get their first 4-in-1, which unlocks their 150, which they should be excited about, to earn maybe the 350, so that you can, get them their 500, which in turn helps you. If you're a diamond and above, you just made, if they did their 4-in-1, $350. And if you did your 4-in-1 before theirs, then that's 150. So, that's $500 by helping distributors get started and teaching them to do the things. But then as a diamond, you guys would get paid cabs. So when they get 2 customers and they're over 150 in PBV, you get kicked out a cab bonus of $80 in your check the following week if you're paid as a diamond. So when somebody says, why distributors? Because it grows both. So if I could tell you, would you rather be customer driven or distributor driven? I would rather be distributor driven, because they should lead you to customers. And, it's going to take you guys a while to be a mass recruiter of, 20 plus distributors in a month. But if you did 3 distributors and help teach them to get their 4 to 6 customers, there's 12 new customers. And if you're doing that, it's 24 new customers in your month, if that was your goal, which adds more volume, which adds more monthly income, which if you're a diamond is going to unlock cabs. It's probably a lot of information I just shared. I just know there's a lot of money.
I'll make it really simple, guys. Here's the thing. Customers on average do not grow. Distributors multiply. They're like
Mhm.
rabbits. You get one who gets one, who gets one, who gets one. Next thing you know, you have 15 people in your team. The following month, if everybody just did that, your team would grow to 30. They do it again the following month. Now your team grows to 60. Do you understand why getting distributors is important? Because on top of that, if they all go out and get 4 customers, you're ending the month 3 with 240 extra customers off of you just signing one distributor a month and compounding that through other people.
Oh, wow. That's awesome, babe. I just need to know. Like, it's just exciting. That's why I've always been distributor driven, is because not only, why wouldn't you want a chance at making money? You guys, if you're not excited about that, like, I don't know, because I got into this because I wanted the product. And if I could make some extra money, awesome. There is literally no risk in this, you guys. They're going to get in, they're going to get the product at our discount anyway. And what if they make some extra money? Worst case scenario, they can stop. We're not going to charge them $800 for a cancellation fee or something like that. But they should lead you to someone. Even if they got you to one person that blew up, that will change your business forever. And we don't know who that one person is. So that is what
look at people like TikToks. You never know which one's going to explode.
No. So if I could just say, be a little bit more excited to enroll them and go, it's worth a shot. You know, I took the shot. You should too. I mean, obviously you guys want to do all of the things like Courtney's saying with the customers and distributors. But I know if Courtney's going for customers, she's always going to offer that opportunity. Am I right?
Yeah, I was gonna say, I mean, I've signed 2,000 BV and loyal customers this month so far too. And that's just from doing host to post and sending that message that I sent you guys in the chat. So like, if you guys just focus on those things, you're gonna be getting both. And honestly, you can win at both. And like they just said, like it's gonna duplicate and your team's gonna do the same thing because they're gonna follow your lead.
I'm going to share this. So when people hear 2,000 in volume and customers like, oh my God, that's probably a lot. If she averaged it out, it might be 20 to 20 LCs at 100 BV, or
yeah, it was 16 customers.
it could be 30 at less or 15 at 150 or something. So, you know, the goal is to get you guys feeling confident and more comfortable on selling packs so that it's less work and higher BV. And
Results.
if somebody's ordering 3 to 4 products, you absolutely need to offer the opportunity because you get so much in our distributor kit. Like, why wouldn't they want to do that? So again, you're hearing from people that are the best of the best. And how can you do that? By jumping in, practicing, being consistent, and not giving up. Because I look back and go, I sucked. I was horrible, but I didn't give up because I was so excited. I knew that there was somebody out there like me that wanted it just as bad as me. I just didn't know where it was, and I wasn't going to stop until I kept finding these people. So I love that you're seeing that. So, you know, she's getting her customers, matching those distributors, showing those new distributors like, hey, I'm doing the things to show you that you can get the customers too. I'm going to ask you this. Are you guys wondering what kind of customers they are, like what products they're ordering? Because I always want to know, like, what's your top seller? So this is me asking Courtney, like, okay, what is your number one? What is the product people are going for?
So I have 2 top sellers. So it'd be my Bye Love handles for my coffee drinkers. And then I do the Cleanse Skinny Hydrate, which is like 103 BV. Jade started doing it from the Cleanse Host Suppose. And I just go right into it. Instead of talking about just the cleanse, I talk to them about the 2 bags of Skinny Hydrate and a cleanse, and it's 103 BV.
You guys write that down. That is huge. Skinny Hydrate, that one kind of shocked me. Still, Cleanse is one of our top selling products. It draws people's in. They want some of the immediate, you know, feel good, just kind of setting your mind right. So if they can jumpstart in with a cleanse and then they're loving the Skinny Hydrate, like that's a lot of BV. So somebody asked, do you have an upsell? Do you have an upsell in that you can share, Courtney?
Yeah, so it's not, I go right into it. So I don't even upsell from that. I mean, I upsell from that after.
It's just not
to
an
get
option.
more
You're just getting it.
Yeah.
So if she's just doing a cleanse post, this is what she's doing. So it could just be a picture of the cleanse, I'm guessing, or a comment up for your post.
Yep, those are good. Fire.
Yep. And then I break it down. So like they can get the entire pack or they can get just the Skinny Hydrate, just the cleanse, and then upsell from there.
you might want to save the chat.
Oh, and you guys, if you want to know how to save, if you're on your computer, you'll see 3 dots in the bottom, like where you can go and chat with people if you have it up. And then you just click that and then click save chat, and it'll save all the comments in there. So if you're like, how do I save this? Or, if it was me and I'm like, I'm not very techy, I'd take a picture instead of writing it down. It just saves me, and then I'd rewrite it. But I am not techie, but I will figure it out. Is there anything else? Like, guys, is there any question that you're like, okay, let's get to this? Because I want people to know, you're going to tweak and you're going to say some things that it's more your language, and that's totally fine. But again, I really want you to know that you can do this, and it's just making the decision and to do that. I do want them to hear this. So when you're doing all of the things, give us a day of what it looks like. You kind of already broke it down in the morning. You do this. So run us through your full day.
Yeah. So for us, like, we are usually full-time traveling. Fortunately, this summer we're actually like stationary because Brett is working on something himself here in New Jersey. So we're stationary, but usually we're doing something during the day, no matter what. Like, whether we're going out, I spend time during the day. So I utilize my morning and I utilize my evening time. So my morning, I start with a power hour with my team at 8 a.m. Eastern. And then there's also another power hour at 9. So I'm working my business from 8 to 10. So 2 hours in the morning, I'm getting my posts ready for the day, whether I'm putting in a notepad in my phone just to post later, so I have it. I'm getting my messages out on Instagram that I was sending you guys in the chat. I'm doing my TikToks, either just getting them ready to post later. I saw someone ask what time to do that. It doesn't matter, honestly. You can just do whatever. Just do it every day and you'll see growth, I promise. I literally had like 10 views, 10 views, 10 views, 10 views. And then out of nowhere, one took off, and then they started getting better views. So just keep going. It doesn't matter what time. And now I get that all done in the morning. I get my host to post messages out in the morning to get my at least 5 up a day. And if that doesn't happen during that 2-hour time frame I work my business, I'll check again probably in the afternoon, in between doing other things. I spend during the daytime with Brett, with myself, like whether I'm reading a book or doing something for myself, working out, things like that, or I'm sending it with my team too. So like the majority of my day is spent on helping my new distributors. That was something I changed in the last year with talking to Steph and other leaders. So I've been spending like 75% of my day helping other distributors on my team. And then at nighttime, like after this Zoom, I'm always on a Zoom, learning, right, and growing. So every single night I find a training or something I can hop on like this. So like kudos to you guys for hopping on this, because I know sometimes Netflix looks way more appealing than hopping on this, but this is going to grow your mind, and this is going to help grow your bank account by effect of growing your mind. So I get on these, and then I'm going to do a little personal development at nighttime with my team. We started doing that at 10 p.m., just read like 15 minutes of a book together. And then I go through my messages. What did I not do? Did I get my follow-ups out? Did I get my 5 hosts to post up? Did I get any more messages back on Instagram? Did I have my TikToks done? And I do like my own little accountability at the end of the night after I'm done helping everybody else.
Yeah, make sure you guys do that. Like if you're starting, go back through the day. If you're starting to want to be consistent, and look to see what you got done and didn't get done and what you need to adjust through the day. So it's going to be kind of a little bit of a process of like, okay, this is the time that works for me. She works whenever she wants, you guys. So she said, 8 to 10 is her time. So if you work, you might want to do an hour before you work, or, is it on your lunch break? Like, where can you work that in to get to the position of where you have that income to make a little bit more choice of maybe this is what I want to make full time. What are those going to look like? So we all have choices that we can make. And like she said, Netflix is sometimes really easy. It's summer, things are looking good. But I know that if you're going to put in the work now, things will be that much easier. You're going to set yourself up for a bigger fall, which leads into, which I can't even believe we're halfway through the year. Like before you know it, New Year's is going to be there. So is there any other, I feel like we got a lot. Like,
yeah, I think
I got all of my questions, and I was like, okay, I need to do this. It's hard because I've had conversations with her, you guys. So I'm like, I already know this. Like, so I wanted to make sure you all had that. But was there anything that we missed, Courtney? I feel like we're good.
About how amazing your husband is.
Oh yes, he needs to come on.
Here he comes. Hold on a second. He's bringing my computer charger in because my computer started dying. But you guys see like Wi-Fi, computer charger, like I'm still doing like what I need to do for my business every day.
There he is.
Oh, there he got me the charger. He's a lifesaver. But I did want to leave you guys with like 2 things that you can just take and run with this week that I actually talked about with my team this morning. And I think it's really, really helpful. It's from things that either a book I read or something, I don't know. But 2 things that you guys can do tonight just to plan out for the rest of the month. I want you to think of 30 things that you would do with the extra income from your business, right? So extra $500, extra $1,000, extra $2,000, dream big. What would you do with $10,000, right? Put this on a piece of paper, do like, what would I do? 10 things I do with 500, 10 things I do with 1,000, and write these down and look at them. That is what you want, right? That is part of your dream board, of your vision of what you want for your future. And I know when we're staying consistent and we're sending messages, making TikToks, we're doing these daily activities, they can eventually get tedious, right? Because imagine, I've been doing this for 5.5 years every single day. I do take off Saturday afternoon to Sunday afternoon, but I never miss a day of my business because it's something that I want for my future, right? That you're dreaming big for my future. So how can I stay consistent with it when it gets sometimes tedious? First of all, fall in love with the process and have fun with it. And then fall in love with sharing your story, because you're helping someone on the other side of the screen. And imagine where you were years ago or a day ago when you started your business, wherever you're at in your journey, and just think of that person as you on the other side, reading your page, reading your posts, reading your story. So take those 30 ideas that I just told you to write down on a piece of paper, and that can be content for your page, for your life posts, for your stories, for your TikToks. Literally, like if you make a life post tomorrow about that, maybe you didn't make money yet, but you're going to, right? This month, I am so excited I'm doing this business because it's going to help me with extra gas money, right? You put the income disclosure statement, you have all that good to go, then go make a TikTok for it too, right? Then go on your story and talk about how you're so excited for this opportunity and you're helping 2 more people this week. Swipe up, message me the word opportunity for more information. Like combine that into your life. That is going to help you so much paint the vision of what you're doing every day to be successful. And then you're going to fall in love with the process. Number 2, your second action item, go make a list of what ifs. And usually you hear that and you're like, what if sounds negative? What if sounds bad? Think of the what ifs as good things that are going to happen because of your consistency. So if you stay focused and consistent for the next month, the next 90 days, the next year of your business, right? What if? What if you do? What if you do TikToks every day? What if you post every day? What if you send messages every day? What if you talk to 50 plus people a day, 100 plus people a day, 200 plus people a day? What if? What's going to happen for your life? Are you going to become a stay-at-home mom? Are you going to be able to pay off that debt? Are you going to be able to travel the country in an RV? What if? Like what if you did that? So think about that, make a list of the what ifs, and that's going to help you focus on the positive things that could happen and are going to 100% happen because you're in charge of your destiny and you can close that gap of making your dreams in the future a reality. So start with today with the accountability for yourself, because I would love to come text you and be like, hey, did you get your stuff done today? But it's not going to happen. You're not going to have anyone. No one's asking me if I'm getting my work done for my business. I'm doing it because of those what ifs, and I'm doing it because of that list of the things that I want for my future.
I think that's pretty good. I mean, I was going to have your husband, I'm pretty fired up to go get my notebook out, get back started. But, you know, I do want to bring him on for a second because
Like, that's okay. We're good with big arm candy.
if he wants to be on,
They said, please.
Yeah, please.
Come here. No, come here.
Dude, I'm rolling solo over here. Get on.
I'm not here.
He's like, I can't follow that up.
No, I can't.
Well, I that was fire. I'm not gonna lie, that was pure fire, and we're good. But you are amazing too. Like I feel like the guys can come in here and drop like 5 words and we're good. But you know, what is something that you know that you could share tonight that you just feel like this would be so helpful for? I mean, it could be mindset, it could be, you know, whatever it is. I know you've got words of wisdom.
I got nothing.
Yeah. Go.
No. Communicate with your person, your spouse, significant other, whoever it is. Figure out exactly what they're looking for, because I didn't see the vision with Courtney. We didn't really talk about anything. I just was like, oh, she's just on her phone, she's just doing this weird, like, you know, business on the side thing. But I didn't see like the bigger vision of everything until like we actually sat down and started talking about it. She started growing, you know, working on herself, which made me want to work on myself a little bit. Yeah, just communicate with each other.
And your upline and your team.
Yeah. But
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Communication is such a key part of this business. If you feel any way out of sorts or not feeling like you're in on the fire, you have the right to go ask an upline, ask on your team page, like, it's okay to want more of that. Communicate with us, because for me, I'm good. Like, I think positive. I think if nobody's asking me questions, then things are going good. So we don't know how to help you if you're not communicating. Also, I think let us know if you are good and what's working. And, we want to hear that, because we want to hear also your stories, guys, of up and coming. So that communication part, like he said, it also reminded me of a boomerang. Courtney was a boomerang. She was developing, doing those things first, and it boomeranged onto Brett to be like, well, I want to do that too. So be a boomerang. So if you want something, you got to do it first in order other people to follow suit in that.
Well,
Yeah,
and
like
the
that.
thing you guys are saying, that it's one of those things where when you need it the most, you need to show up for it. But when you don't need it, it needs you. So you need to show up for it, because of the fact that if I have the fire, I need to show up to spread that fire. But when I need the fire, I need to show up and get caught on fire. So make sure that no matter what you do, you show up, because you either need it or you need it to share to somebody else.
Did you have?
No, I was saying, and it consumes you, right? Like I was saying before about you using the products every day, you talking about the business opportunity every day, it becomes a passion for you. And when you have that burning passion inside of you, you share it with everybody. So that's how it affected not only like all my social media channels, but Brett. And now Brett started doing that personal development, and now he's pursuing a career that he's always wanted to, but never thought he could do because he didn't have that confidence.
Yeah.
And now
The
he's
free
kind of
time,
talking
yeah.
on a Zoom, right? He's getting there,
Yeah.
but it's like things that he's learning along the way. And it was because we grew together.
Yeah. Without this, I never would have been able to pursue something like personal training. Like, I would still be working. What time is
A
it?
grocery store.
Not even then. I would
Yeah.
still be at that job working 9, 10 o'clock at night if it wasn't for you.
I love that, you guys. Communicate, get to work, be disciplined, do the things, and you're going to be a mass enroller too. But, I'm excited for you. She gave you some of those action keys that you're going to do tonight. Make sure you got your notes in here. I'm so grateful for you guys. Courtney, Brett, thank you guys for just showing up. I knew we were going to get you back on, and we need to hear from you more, because you are so willing to share with us, and we so appreciate you. Super proud of you guys. They're in a special club called the Black Diamond Club, and they deserve it, because they're showing up and being consistent. They're being a boomerang, you guys. So everybody this week, go be a boomerang, go get those distributors and show your teams what it's all about. We love you guys. Have a good night.
See you guys.
Bye.